Hi, my name is David, and in today's video we're going to take a look at things that can't be printed directly using a laser printer or any other standard office printer. For example, like these bags. We know them all. They make a lot of noise. You get them at your local bakery, you get them at shops, and these recycled paper bags are something that you just can't fit through the printer. They stand upright, like this one here, and they look pretty boring when there's nothing on these bags. But with some really nice white print or color print or anything, they look kind of really cool. And you can't get these bags into your printer because the printer will jam these bags, because they have these bottom here where they actually stand on that nicely. But because of that, there are folding lines, and these will get stuck in the paper path of the printer. And this is why these cannot be printed with standard office printers. There are specialty printers in the market that actually can print on those bags directly, but these are usually very expensive solutions. And if you're running a small coffee place, a small artisan bakery, or a patisserie, or anything where you sell goods that are regularly packed in those kind of small bags, or if you want to have a small amount of custom printed bags for, let's say, a wedding, or as gift bags or any other special occasion, you will not buy a sophisticated, expensive printer. But with Little Ghost, which is the cheapest and most affordable white toner printer in the market, featuring color printing, black printing, and white toner printing, you can easily use transfer media to get your prints and designs on these kinds of bags. And that's what we're going to do today. Before we start, we're going to make sure that we have our white toner cartridge installed and that we use the Laserdark A-foil. The Laserdark A-foil is a transparent transfer media which has two sides, one shiny side and one matte side. The matte side is actually a bit scratch sensitive, and this is the side that you will insert into your printer facing up. So I open the paper tray and I insert my A-foil with the matte, the scratchy side, facing up. All right, then I close this. And as I said, I will just make sure if I have my white toner cartridge installed. So I open the top front of my printer, I pull down the blue lift, and I see that I've got the Ghost white toner installed. This spot is actually the spot where we also have the black toner cartridge, and you can easily swap between these two as often as you like and as you need it in your printing matters. The printer will automatically initiate, calibrate, and clean itself, so there's nothing for you to worry about. Okay, once we're set, we just close the printer and we head over to the screen to print our design. As you can see, I have my design ready here on the screen. We're using Adobe Acrobat to print, and I'm going to open the print dialog. Keep in mind, every time you create a design, that everything that you want to print in white is purely black on the screen, because this is the way you get white when you have our white toner installed. So I choose my Little Ghost printer here, and I'm going to go to Settings. And in the settings, I'm going to choose my paper type, which is A4. And I'm going to choose my quality, because I want to print in black and white. I choose black and white. Here I'm going to choose mirror image mode, so that the image comes out flipped. This is important because when you print on transfer media, you always want to have your image flipped. In the paper tab, I'm going to choose drawer 1 and normal 2, which is the paper type that we recommend for printing on the Laserdark A-foil. I confirm all this. I say actual size. I don't want double-sided printing here. And then I hit print. All right, the print comes out printed on the matte side. As we said before, you can see it's all white and bright. and we're going to get over to the transfer press. When using the Laserdark media on the transfer press, you will always make sure that your press is preheated. So I'm just going to pull that down and preheat it for 2 minutes so that the lower plate is hot. I open up the heat press. Wow, that's hot. I want to have the lower plate really, really hot because this is going to ensure that you get a clean and nice transfer. So open your press, take the A-foil, place it on the lower plate of your heat press and cover it with the B paper. It's always handy to fold over one of the edges of the B sheet before you cover the A-foil, because this will make it easier for you to peel it afterwards. We're covering this with 5 to 8 sheets of standard A3 copy paper tacked together with some heat-resistant tape. This is going to prevent air bubbles and is going to smoothen out the pressure. Then we close the heat press. It's preheated, as I said, to 160 degrees Celsius. And for the A and B transfer, we're pressing with quite a medium to heavy pressure. You see I'm using a little bit of my body weight to pull down the press. And we're pressing for 2 minutes. Time's almost up, so be ready to have a cloth, which we will use to wipe off the heat a little bit and also to prevent burning my fingers. So it's about 5 more seconds. Press lifts up. I open the heat press, take away my copy paper, and now I just smoothly wipe over my design. And now I use the cloth. I grab the B paper where I fold it over the edge and I hold down the A sheet with the cloth, and then I gently and smoothly peel. Don't peel too hasty, don't peel too slow. It's important when you come to the edges of your design to slow down a little bit, and it almost lifts up yourself. All right, now you can see on the B sheet that the glue, the adhesive, has been taken on by the toner. It's now on the A-foil. You can also feel that it's kind of sticky, and now we're going to just cut around it roughly. Have some scissors ready, because sometimes there is like a line from the B paper on the A sheet. Just do it like this. I also don't need the whole area here because I'm only printing on one of these smaller bags. Okay, now we're ready to transfer this to one of these paper bags. Quickly place the paper bag on my heat press. Sometimes these bags have 2 sides. This one actually has like a line on the back side here, so I'm going to choose the front side. I'm giving it a quick pre-press with some silicone paper. Just like 2 to 3 seconds, you now see it's all nice and smooth. Now I can align my design. This is something you can really make use of, the transparency of the A-foil, because you will be able to, really see where your design is going to align. That looks pretty good though. So I'm covering it up with my matte finish paper, and now I'm going to press for, I would say with this kind of like papery material, I'm going to press for 15 to 20 seconds. The Laserdark A-foil is a very flexible media, so you can use it at temperatures as low as around 100 degrees and as high as up to 160, 165 degrees. And also you can always play a little bit with the time that you use. So this was about 20 seconds almost. And this is really, really helpful when you want to print on all sorts of different materials. In this type, we're printing on paper. It could be also cardstock. It could be also wood. We are actually making a video about wood next time, so make sure to check that out. If you want to get notified, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button so you always get the latest videos from the channel. I'm taking this off the heat press now. And as you know, when printing with white toner and Laserdark media, it's always important before you peel off the A-foil to get your finished design to let it cool down completely. So I'll be back in a minute after the design has cooled down. Once the design is cool to the touch, you can also wave it a little bit, you can start peeling. As I always say, when you peel, you just fold over the edge, press down a little bit, and then start to peel off the design in a rolling motion. Just be smooth. And as you can see, it lifts off really nicely. And then apply some pressure with your hands and just roll over the design like this and peel it off. All right, you get a very clean transfer here. You can see that. Nothing left on the A-foil, but everything on my back. So this is kind of still a bit like shiny. So I want to get rid of that shiny finish by repressing the back. This will also make the print stick even a little bit more into the material. So I'm using the matte finish paper and I'm just quickly repressing it. This is okay for actually like 2 to 3 seconds here. If you would be making a t-shirt or anything that's going to be washed and used multiple times, you will be just, maybe pressing for 15 to 25 seconds. Now I carefully lift up and I'm ready with my fruitcake factory design here on this back. Quickly open it up. Stands really nicely. Now we just need some cake to put in there.